Hello, lovelies. Right, what you're about to get here is me reading the Daggerheart SRD. Straight, no chaser. I'm not going to be chopping up each of the entries. I'm not going to be editing it to death or hiding the flubs that I make. It's mostly going to be a one-take job. So sometimes it'll be a little bit uneven. You might hear a little bit of clicking or some other noise in the background, especially if you're wearing headphones. But you'll live, promise. Now, the important thing to keep in mind here is that while this recording won't be constantly updated, the Daggerheart SRD will be and isn't absolutely set in stone. It's what they call a living document. And that means it's constantly being tweaked, updated, rewritten, and generally faffed about with. What you're hearing from me is a snapshot, frozen in amber, August 2025. By the time you're listening to this, something in the SRD might well already have changed. So don't come crying to me about it. I'll also say this up front. It's not all going to come out at once. I'm going to be recording and releasing this bit by bit. So if you're the impatient sort, you'll just have to suck it up and wait for the next installment, but I will go through it as quickly as I can. And finally, because I'm not just doing this out of the kindness of my cold black heart, if you appreciate the effort, you can chuck a few coins in the tin over at paypal.me/jdesborough. Every little bit helps, and I'm much easier to bribe than to motivate by other means. Otherwise, you can check out my own RPG material at post-mort.com and buy a couple of things to show your appreciation. Why Daggerheart? Well, I've been meaning to do another of these for some time, and updating the 5e SRD audiobook I made to the 2024 edition doesn't seem like a particularly useful use of my time at the moment. Over the years, many people have thanked me for making that, and have learned to play by listening to me reading it out loud in a very British monotone. Apparently, I have a pleasant enough radio voice, and for blind, visually impaired, dyslexic, and neurodivergent people, listening to me read works quite well as a way to learn a game, in a way that sitting down to read doesn't. Anyway, share and enjoy and learn along with me as we read through the Daggerheart SRD. Zang.